this.
I know you always need me, but...
Uh-huh. Okay. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Phone Show. Thank you all for coming by.
Art and Science event.
Hi, Art and Science. How you doing? What I am doing right now is I am reinforcing these shoulder mounts because I didn't cut this right on these little edges, and so now I'm creating a stronger bond by putting Elmer's glue and paper towel in there. And I found something out, you guys, and I've been sniveling about this white or this clear Elmer's since I started using it about 6 months ago. Well, I learned something yesterday. This clear Elmer's is more expensive, but it has a better bond. And so I will probably not ever be switching back to the white Elmer's because the stuff is super tough, which means my builds will be stronger in the long run. And that's what I want. Because I want to be dead 500 years and some of my toys are still hanging out being judged by people. That's my hope.
Mike, legends don't die.
Yeah, that's true. Legends don't die, but I don't count myself as a legend. You know, I think of a legend like John Wayne, you know, or Eddie Murphy. Those are true legends. I'm just very good at making paper. I should say, making paper stuff. And so, anyway, thank you all for joining the phone show. Thank you for putting up likes, you guys, and thank you for all of your donations. It really helps the business. Okay. Now this is what I'm working on now is the shoulders. These are the shoulders. Now, if anybody pulls up a picture of a Hammerhead Corvette, there's a turret on the top of this shoulder and on the bottom. There also happens to be a turret up here above this one. And very cool. That gives them 6 more cannons on this Hammerhead Corvette. So it truly was a battle star. Well, not a battle star. That's not what I meant. It's a true frigate in the genre of space stuff.
Toshi's in.
Hi, Toshi. Welcome to the show. Now, those are done over there. See, the thing is, they have this pieces on here. Now, if you pick this up by one of these, it can't be weak. If it's weak, it won't hold up to playing with. Now, this is the paper, the chipboard that I am using for these shoulder guns. Now, this stuff is amazing. I've had this for like 10 years or 12 or 15 years. I had this stored away in my box of paper. I pulled it out last week and I checked this out. These are cheese and cracker little combos for your lunches and stuff. Ritz. I put this on my shopping list. I'm going to get another one just because this chipboard here is the densest stuff I have ever had. So that means anything that takes a lot of pressure or pounding or working, this stuff for the inside of it is going to be good. And I'm thinking that when I build the Titanic, I'm going to need this as the keel for the Titanic because it is super strong and the Titanic will be 30 inches long. The Star Destroyer is 32. It'll be my second largest build. That's all right, studio. Don't skip work unless you take me in and show me to your boss and let the boss watch. Thanks, studio. Salute.
Hannah's in, Mike.
Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Nice to see you.
She had a half day today.
Half a day? That's nice. What is it, like snow day or something? That looks like that's about the right size. Now, what I am doing is I'm reinforcing this outer ring. Reason being is a lot of the structural strength is going to come from here, where all of these are hooked together inside of here. All right, this outer ring goes over those. It goes over top of those. That is what gives you more strength in your build. And so I got to make 2 of these. GJ, how you doing, GJ? Welcome to the show. And so, when it comes to structural strength with paper, you can make amazing stuff. Okay, so now what I have to do is I'm going to have this centerpiece cut out, and then I'm going to have to glue all this stuff together, and I'm going to have to sand it down, make sure it fits right. When you're building things from scratch, like I do, from just a picture, what you end up doing is you have to modify a lot of things. And this is one of the modifications that I'm working on right now, is because this, in my opinion, this chipboard here was out of a Pepsi box. It's not as dense. And something I just figured out I got to do right here is I'm going to have to take that edge off of there. Whoa! No, you can't do that. Hi, Titan. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, I won't do that again. Now, I used a drum sander to do the inside of this. Well, what it does is it mushrooms out the edge. And since I'm gluing all of this together, I can't have that ridge on there. So this all has to be cleaned up. Now, if you're buying fabricated pieces, this cleanup work has already been done. But if you have to build something from scratch, you have to do all the cleanup yourself. If you build model kits, you all know about building models, the ones that people that do. You have to, when you get your plastic parts and stuff off the trees, you have to clean up those sections to where it was attached to the tree. And a lot of parts you have to paint before you put them on. Now, with this type of building, it's a little bit different. You don't have to worry so much about that.
Mike, somebody said, why don't you use a die cutter?
Why don't you use a die cutter? Because I can't afford a die cutter.
And you'd have to make 1 million dies if for all the different parts you make.
Yes. Now, if you're super rich and you want to buy me a die cutter with all kinds of dies in it, thank you. I appreciate that. My mom and
You know,
dad. Go ahead, Eddie.
thank Raul. He's being extremely kind about.
Thank you, Raul, very much.
And Mike, do you want to let him know that the GoFundMe's up on your YouTube and your
Yeah.
Discord?
Hey, everybody. We lost a family member in the Paper Army last night. And the young kids in that family could use a tad bit of help. So we posted a GoFundMe on our Discord site. If any of you would like to go there and help out the family, that would be fantastic. If you don't want to help, you're still fantastic. I'm not worried about anything as regards with all of this stuff. But thank you if you can help. I want to thank everyone for their prayers and their consideration in all the things that we do. It takes the human race to make this thing work. You are part of the human race. We love you a lot, and we respect you all. Because like I tell everybody, doesn't matter what you are, doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter who you are, does not matter what color you are, and it doesn't matter what religion you are either. We are the human race. Let's start being a better human race. Now you saw me mark that here and here. Reason I did, because this is a seam on this top piece. The bottom piece, the seam is right here. I do not want this cut to be anywhere near these, so I will move it completely away from it and put it on this other side. Reason being is it's like in building, all right, especially where the roofs are concerned. When they're putting their sheeting down on a roof, they put a 4x8 piece of sheeting down. They do it back or next to each other, end to end, all the way across the roof. Now, when they step down 4 feet to put in the next one, they cut that board in half so that these seams are staggered. Well, a staggered seam is stronger than an inline seam. Okay, so now we're going to put that on there just like that. And I have to hold it for a little bit to get this to bond, because it takes a little adhesion cohesion. In other words, I want this bottom piece to have the glue matched up on it as much as it is on the top side. Now what this is going to do is this is going to create a triple strength. I don't know what this would be called. I used to know that, but my brain doesn't drag it up very often on something that I've only used a few times in my entire life. But anyway, oh, it's a collar. This would be considered a collar. A yoke, same thing. And this collar is now going to be super strong. And so once this gets put in place, it will add a huge amount of strength to these shoulder guns. Okay, so that has to dry. Now, I made these yesterday. All right. I put them over on the fan to dry. When I came in this morning, man, they were all out of shape and had high and low spots on them. So what I did is I fixed all of them. And now what they are doing is they're re-drying. These are extra pieces. All of these pieces here are going to go around the engines to give them all the detail that I need to make them look like the picture that I have on my laptop. And I had to fix all four of them. You can see there's a seam right here where I had to fix this seam. There's another one here. Every one of those was out of shape. And so now they're not. Now they're going back to being the proper parts that I'm going to need to build with. Building something by hand. Anybody that has built things by hand, they know it's a labor of love, you guys. Because nothing today, most people, they just buy their stuff. If it breaks, they throw it out and buy something new. Well, today, there's not enough money in the world to do that. If you can fix something, you have to fix it. It's less money than buying something brand new. Okay. The reason I use both pair of scissors working this, the big scissors will not go on the inside of this as well as these Fiskars do. But I don't like to cut heavy chipboard with the Fiskars. So whenever I can, when I'm doing heavy stuff like this, I will use the Westcott, because they're a stronger scissor, they're a heavier scissor. Now, you have to, because of the way scissors work, these come out twisted when you cut them. Well, you have to straighten that out. Okay, there is that one. And here's the other one right there. All right, these are the two seams right here. There and there. So when I put this one on, I'm going to put it completely opposite of both of those. That makes your structural strength better. Now, I am going to do adhesion and cohesion on this one. I did not do it right on the other one. So I put the Elmer's glue, PVA or Elmer's, you guys. It works really, really good. I've got toys that I made 17 years ago. Still got them. They still work. There we go. Howdy, Alec. Nice to see you. And Rocket? Howdy, Rocket. Hey, everybody. We lost a family member in the Paper Army last night. And the young kids in that family could use some help. If anybody can go to Discord and donate $1 or $2, it will help the family a tremendous amount. And so thank you all for that help.
It's also on your YouTube channel, there's the GoFundMe link.
My YouTube channel has the GoFundMe link on it, you guys. Anyone that could help with $1, please, if you can, will you?
Someone's saying what you're doing is similar to piston rings, what it looks like.
Oh, yeah, you're correct. I remember I bought this 360 Husqvarna at a garage sale for 75 bucks. Guy said he raced it, but he kept seizing it up, and he got tired of fixing it. So anyway, I decided to check it out. What he was doing was he was not torquing the head bolts properly. He was over torquing the head bolts. So the piston was hitting the top of the head just enough to crush the ring on it, and it was seizing up. Well, once I got it all apart, I took the ring out, took my ring file and cleaned up the ring around the piston, and put a new ring in it. And the motorcycle ran great. It was brand new. So basically, I got a $3,000 dirt bike for 75 bucks. Spent a couple of days working on it, had it right back to running. So anyway, there are reasons why there's torque specs on stuff. Now the outside of this ring doesn't matter if it's bumpy or lumpy or nothing. The inside does, because it has to go on this piece, and there's a very, very tiny tolerance between the two rings.
A lot of people are saying hi.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of The Phone Show. Today is a Friday show, everyone.
You want to ask them if there's anything they'd like to see?
Yeah, for all you newbies, you probably don't know it, and so it doesn't matter. You can see whatever it is you'd like that I have. But for everyone that comes to the show regularly, if there is something that you would like to see, I would love to show it to you. All you got to do is name it. All right, everyone. Now what I have to do is I have to clean up that. There's a couple of terms for this. Whenever you do something like that, it's either mushrooming or blousing, or it does the paper. It rolls outward, okay, and that's what I'm doing right now, is taking that roll off of there, because that makes for a poor attachment point on this stuff.
Rocket, and I'm pretty sure GJ would love to see the dozer.
The dozer, absolutely. Hey, you guys, I'm gonna find out about the toy show, and next time I go to the toy show, I'm gonna try to find me a remote controlled tank or something, and because after the Titanic, I would really like to build a track hoe. And because people come in and they've asked me all the time, what would you like? Well, the only thing that I would really like to build, after making this cat for my father, this was my dad's John Deere, 550 John Deere dozer. Anyway, after making this piece, I always wanted to do a track hoe. And so anyway, I'm thinking that's what I want to do after the Titanic. Okay, so here we go. Now,
Mike, GJ said he's seen some people use torque wrenches, and when it reaches setting, they give it a little bit more.
they better not. That's what those torque wrenches are for. Oh, clickety click, clickety click. You can't give it anymore unless you turn the knob and tighten it down. So, hopefully, that won't happen. All right, see this ring? This ring is the retaining collar for this piece. These parts right here.
And it says she goes to tech for automotive repair and refinishing. Hannah, the motocross lady.
Yeah, nice, Hannah. That is cool.
Hi from England.
England's in. Jolly old. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you. Okay, so now I want this to be ultra strong. So these attachment points here, I'm gonna put what I call cement on it, which is the Elmer's glue and the paper towel. I'm going to add that to them. Then what I'm going to do is glue this collar onto all of it. So what it is going,
Sweden is in.
Sweden's in. Oh, welcome everyone. I'll let you say those, Grant. Everybody can hear this.
It's just Denmark, Sweden, England, obviously South Africa. There's more South Africans here than anything else.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Phone Show. Thank you for coming. Now, it takes this stuff like 24 hours to dry. And so once I do this, then I have to leave this stuff alone. I have to start working on another project, which is not a problem. I have these.
My grandfather,
Howdy, grandkid. Nice to see you.
Brain, send you a thumbs up.
Thank you very much for the thumbs up.
You ever draw and burn on wood?
I have never burned wood. I have drawn on wood.
How good are you at drawing, Mike?
How good am I at drawing? Oh, it's been a long time since I drew anything. I used to be really good.
He just says, okay, I think it's time. And how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's time for what? Hot tamales?
I cast hot tamales. Then, when you're done with it, Mike, can you just show the Hammerhead lights?
Yes, I can. All right. Well, hey guys, I got hot tamales cast. I'm gonna have to do that, but I have to put this piece on first. Titan, hang in there with me. I've got to get these glued pieces on before I do hot tamales.
You can get some paper where you can copy the images and burn it onto the wood.
Yes, yes you can. I have a lot of friends that have burned wood over years. It's not something I've done.
Rocket says, I will say your handwriting is beautiful from the delivery I got from you.
Well, Rocket, I tell you what, because I had dyslexia as a kid, I made sure my mom was left-handed. She wrote upside down and backwards. And I wanted to be like my mom because she was cool. And so I have always practiced my handwriting. I still do it today. There's things that, certain letters that I make that don't work right in my brain. And so I'm continuing to get it better. And that is like going from an S to an R. It's very difficult in cursive to get that to look right. I'm still working on that one.
Someone says, GJ says that he burns wood to keep warm.
Ah, that's cool, GJ. All right. I got to do some hot tamales here, everybody. Just a second, I'll get to that. I've got to get this put on and this ring put on before I can do any of that. And then I'll show you guys the Hammerhead lit up as well, because this is turning out to be an absolutely amazing build. Okay, Whoa, I better put this on first before I go slapping on some glue. And I want adhesion, cohesion, so that means I need to put the glue here too as well. All right, that's on there. Now we want to get this on here. No, put it on there first. Yep, get it on here first because that'll fit on there no matter how I do that. Always keep a glue pad so that when you get the glue on your fingers, you can get it off of there, because you do not want stuff floating around with this.
House Bells love seeing a man who is this passionate.
Thank you very much. Okay, that retention, that retainer ring right there, that is going to be the basis of holding all this outside arms together. All right, here we go. Now that that's done, then I'm going to show you the lights on this thing. It's very cool, everybody. Some of you know. Okay, we got a summon. All right, here it is, everybody. Now, y'all know this, or at least some of you know this. Here, get your hot tamales here. Fresh off the grill. Yeah, out of the frying pan. Hot tamales, they're good for your food. Yeah, betcha. Get your hot tamales. Hey, guess what? They're wrapped in corn skin. Yep. Yeah, you can drop them on the floor, pick them up, unpeel the corn skin, and eat the tamale right out of the inside. Yeah, get your hot tamales here. Hey, guess what? If you like candy, hot tamales are candy. Welcome to the phone show. Okay, now I can show you some other stuff on this. This is very cool. Okay, now that I have a switch on here, I can turn the lights on and off really easy. This is the amazing stuff you can do with paper. Now those ear guns, they're on turrets. Yeah, fiber optic. And the engines? Oh, these are just absolutely insane, incredible engines. Yeah. Okay. There, the Hammerhead Corvette. Now see the detail work on this. The armor and the skin go on this at this next point. These pieces come down to here. They will all be attached to this. Now I will take my Dremel, once this is dry, I will take the Dremel and I will angle it. The angle will be here. And I will sand this all down, all the way around in that angle. Reason being, that way when I put when I glue the paper onto here and here, it will be a stronger bond because it's flat because right now the way it is, it's not flat this way, it's square. It's square off with this edge. It has to be angled. Who's in? Ernie. Howdy, Ernie. Nice to see you. Nice to see you again. I don't even want to ask, Ernie. TikTok's a mess.
Someone suggesting a chamfer or asking a question if maybe put a chamfer in.
Well, it's paper, and I'm not exactly sure how a chamfer would help. All right, which one of those is the worst? I have to say it's that one there.
You got someone that's asking, they would love to learn how to do this. Looks like fun, and I love Star Wars.
Ah, yes. If you get a bronze membership, $2.98 a month, you can go look at the tutorials. It also gives you the ability to go to our Discord site and chat with all the folks that are members and post pictures of things you do. Now, if you cannot afford $2.98 a month, best thing to do is to just keep coming back to my show Monday through Friday. I use chipboard. It's free. This doesn't cost you anything. You eat the food out of your house, you get the building materials left over. Cracker boxes, mac and cheese, cake boxes, doesn't matter what it is. If it comes in a chipboard box in your home, you have free building material. You need some Elmer's glue or PVA and household tools. Scissors, tweezers, mechanical pencil, ruler, and you're off to the races.
Someone here is very interested in Star Wars, Mike. You want to show your miniatures, your little ones?
Oh, yeah.
The puppy.
Hey, everyone. I started this hobby 17 years ago. My very first piece I ever made right here. Have had this for 17 years. And, you know...
Video.
the
video.
What?
No, just one of the users got a problem. Don't worry about it, Mike.
Okay. Anyway, 17 years ago, I made this. Elmer's glue, acrylic paint, and a mac and cheese box. I never quit building. I continued. I got better and better and better at making paper. Now I'm making full-size model kits out of paper, one piece at a time. That's why you're seeing me work with this. I've been working with this now. 9/12 of 25 is when I started this Hammerhead Corvette. It is almost done. Well, it's half done. So, that's what you can do. But you have to start somewhere. It's best to start small because then you can start learning how to make different parts. Like these tubing that I learned how to make for this, for the engines. And it doesn't matter. You might like cars. Well, this is a paper DeLorean the size of a Hot Wheels. Matter of fact, this will run down a Hot Wheels track, by the way.
People are loving that, Mike, and they think it's very detailed. The models are so well made.
Yes, and the thing is, this is what I learned how to do. I started in 2010, January of 2010, and I started building micro machines, and it was just an accident. I built this for a game. I was in a tabletop, and they had a piece of paper this big, half-inch square, didn't even have a falcon drawn on it. My third day in the game, we took off from Coruscant, and they were pushing this piece of paper around on the star chart. And I said, "What's that?" "That's our Millennium Falcon." I went, "Oh, okay." Well, I went home on the weekend, and I ate some mac and cheese, and I made this Falcon. Came back to the game on Monday. Oh, boy, I tell you what, it took me an hour to get the game going because... or not me, the GM to get the game going because they were all playing with this Falcon. They accused me of stealing it. I said, "No, I didn't steal it. I made it out of paper." "No way." And so anyway.
Someone says, please ensure to preserve your pieces, buddy. The future generations need to know your ability.
Well, I'm doing the best thing I can. I am teaching this to the world so that they know. A lot of my stuff is worldwide. I have almost 400 pieces. 100 of them are around the world. And so I'm doing the best I can to preserve this. But anyway, We played with this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right. One of the guys in the game on Friday asked me if I could make more. And I went, yeah, I can make more. And I never stopped. That was 17 years ago. This is my 17th year of building with just paper. Now, with my brain the way it works, I could never stick with a job more than 3 years. Because I got too good at it and would quit and go to somewhere else or get fired. But anyway, it's the stuff you can do. What's that?
What type of paper do you use?
I use all kinds of paper, from paper towel right up to heavy chipboard. All right. This is not press board. This is chipboard. All right. What's chipboard? It comes out of your house for free. You eat the food, you get the building materials. Cracker boxes, soda boxes, cereal boxes. Oh, hold on a second. I'll show you another box. I just got done with this the other day. All righty. Here it is. All right. Good old Wally World instant rice.
GJ says, imagine their faces if you turned up when you were playing and you had the big Star Destroyer.
Well, yeah. I was in the day room building the Star Destroyer, and lots of men watch me build that sucker. Anyway, chipboard, it's free. Elmer's glue, you get it at the dollar store for $1.25. I buy it by the gallon from Wally World. There's two kinds of Elmer's. All right. I used this one for most of my life. I just got the clear stuff recently. I found out something the other day. This is very good cement. Yes, it is. But this here, this is huge strong compared to this. So if you want the strength and the durability, use the white Elmer's. If you just want something to hold it together, the white Elmer's. I said white. This is clear. Doggone it. I hate it when I get my dyslexia involved. But anyway, you guys, there it is. So, now, I should probably show you something else. All right. In 2017, I finished my Star Destroyer. Now, the Star Destroyer has 11,000 plus pieces on it. It took me over 500 hours to make it. It has an Easter egg hiding on it, so maybe you can see it. I don't know. But I'm going to show it to you. It's 32 inches long. Amazing. And I do this all the time. See here? Yeah, people think, oh, it's a Lego. You can't do that with a Lego. They explode. And so, this, matter of fact, this was the very first piece that I actually used cardboard in. All right, the chassis of this has got Nike shoe boxes inside it. And that can be proven, you know. I know that at some point in time, somebody's going to want to prove it. Well, the cool thing is, let's get this around here. You see that hole right there? Well, there's 3 holes on this thing that you can actually stick a pinhole camera in with a light and see the Nike shoe boxes that I built the interior with on this.
People are freaking out like that. They love that.
Those engines were tough. You can also go in that hole right there and see the inside. This is almost an exact replica of Darth Vader's Star Destroyer, the Devastator.
There's one person, yeah, Mike, that's just freaking out. They just can't stop saying, wow.
This is what you can do with paper, you guys. All right? Doesn't matter what it is. You can build anything you want.
Can you show the Star Trek bolts, Mike?
I can. And recently, I built a Klingon bird of prey out of a Pepsi box. Now, something about all of these.
The hardest part of the Star Destroyer.
What was what?
The hardest part of the Star Destroyer.
The hardest part of the Star Destroyer was building the engines. because every one of those little fins inside those big engines had to be hand cut and fit, and they all had to be symmetrical. That means once I got them all cut for each one, I'd have to sand them down and get them all to match. Klingon bird of prey. Very, very cool build, and they're strong. All right, do not think that I teach you how to build weak. I do not.
Mike, someone said you left holes on purpose so the X-wing torpedoes can get in there.
Well, yeah, that's a good point, I suppose. Oh wait, one more.
And what did you make the cloaking device out of? I don't know what that
The cloaking device?
is. I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, the cloaking, see now, repeating stuff like that is good because I do know what that is.
Mike, just tell the people to stop telling what the Easter egg is.
Okay, you guys, don't tell people what the Easter egg is. Most people can't find it. Anyway, the cloaking device came out of a Romulan warbird. My Klingon friends abducted it from Romulus. Structurally sound. That's how I teach you to build things.
People are saying the bird of prey is their favorite ball.
Oh, that's cool. I plan on doing another Star Trek build in the future. I don't know what it is. Maybe it'll be the Defiant, and maybe it'll be Voyager. I don't know. You know, maybe it'll be something else, like a one of the vessels out of the Spock's people. Doggone it. Oh, too much trivia in my head. Sometimes it's hard to get out. That would be Vulcans.
Yeah. You should do a warbird. Don't read.
Drinking water. I'm not reading.
I can see you, Mike. I'm looking at you.
Yeah, so what? I'm not reading. That's up to you.
Sneaky.
You tell me what's going on. Favorite build? Every build. Right now, my favorite is this one right here. Okay, the Hammerhead Corvette. I'm going to be building the Titanic next. That is not going to be my favorite build, by the way. I really do not want to build the Titanic. But then again, I did not want to build the Black Pearl either. And the Black Pearl was an amazing build. Thank you all for sharing me with others. Okay. That collar is good.
Hey, Pacific Rim is in, Mike.
Ah, Pacific Rim. Nice to see you, Pacific Rim. Welcome to the show. Okay. Uh-oh. Those
Someone
move.
says maybe a Ferengi ship.
Oh,
And,
a Ferengi ship. That is, yeah, those are kind of cool.
And Bishop is in.
Howdy, Bishop. Nice to see you.
Alex says, someone said you must build Deep Space Nine. So I said you don't like Deep Space Nine. Alex says Deep Space Nine was just a space ball.
Yeah, it was. Deep Space Nine was. I wasn't a fan of Deep Space Nine. I watched every episode. You know, my favorite character on Deep Space Nine was Quark. Homan, you're Homan. How do you know anything about Latinum? I like Quark. That guy, Armin Shimmerman, I think, or something was his name. He played a really good part.
What build took you the longest?
The Star Destroyer took me the longest. That was 536 hours build time. Yeah, huge build. Very.
Another suggestion is the spaceship from Avatar. That's a good one.
From which one?
No, when you get it, Avatar. When you get a second, show them the Avalon.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I can't right
No,
now.
no, it's fine when you go to second.
Yeah, I've got to. I started putting these other ear flange, or this. Uh-oh, I just seen something.
Someone needs to show us that humble sending in the Dragon Ball. The balls and the details, Mike.
Thank you, everybody. When you're working with paper, you can make detailed, super detailed art, because all it does, the only thing, the difference between paper and model kits is paper, you can add more detail, because as long as you can make something new to put it on, you got it. Model kits, you cannot. Model kits give you a set amount of parts, and that's it. Working with paper like I do, I can build all kinds of stuff like this. Okay? This doesn't look like anything right now. This is a nylon wheel. All right? This looks like nothing. It's just a coat hanger, some paper, and a nylon wheel. But this is actually going to be the on and off switch in this Hammerhead Corvette to turn the lights on and off. When you're working with stuff like what I do, you're only limited to what you want to build. If you want to build something else, you build something else. If you want to add more parts, you add more parts.
What do you use for references?
I use a picture for a reference. That's it, on my laptop. Or if you have like this, wait, let me see. Okay. I was given this right here. This is an A-wing from Star Wars, die-cast A-wing. It was 3 inches long. Okay, so I wanted to build an A-wing, and I times it by 3, and I built this A-wing, an exact replica of the die-cast A-wing, because I had the die-cast A-wing to go by. So if you've got a car or a truck that you like, and you got pictures of it, you just use those pictures. If you like a favorite aircraft, all you got to do is get pictures of it. If you already have pictures of it, you just use those pictures. You take your dimensions off of one picture, and you never change those. Anytime you measure something, you measure it off that same picture. And what that gives you is, that gives you the ability to make anything. You might like horses. All right? If you got drawings of a horse, or you got pictures of a horse, you can build it. Somebody mentioned something about a dragonfly. All right? The gal that asked me to make a dragonfly, I told her, I said, look, I've had a guy's perspective on how to build or what to build for 10 years. What do you think I should build? And the gal said, oh, come back tomorrow. I came back the next day. She had a stack of dragonfly pictures, and I told her, I said, I can't make a dragonfly. I said, I can't make a bug. She started laughing. She said, oh, yeah, you can. Well, as it turned out, I can make bugs too. These wings, those are just dried iris petals, which is a flower. They were glued onto a paper towel, and then I used bendy wire to shape the wings, and I glued the paper towel onto the bendy wire. Okay, now, this is one piece where adhesion and cohesion is very important. I am putting this Elmer's glue onto where this this collar is going to go, because I have to have it attach exceedingly strong, because everything about this is going to be these shoulder guns, shoulder turrets. If you have to pick it up by that shoulder, it cannot be weak or it will come apart.
Someone thought that you were building a Corvette car, and they were trying to figure out what section of the car you were building.
Well, if you look up the Hammerhead Corvette, it's from Star Wars. You will realize that it is not a car. And believe me, if I build another vehicle, as in car or truck, it will be a Corvette. The Corvette was born in 1953. I was born in 1953. The Corvette has been my favorite for years. Yes, Grant?
People are asking about the Warhammer 40K.
Warhammer, very cool. I cannot afford it, but I show you something that I did build so that I could play Warhammer. Okay, these rings, these collars on here, these will actually carry a lot of the weight for when I get this all built and done. This, I built this right here. That's the Paper Army's insignia or standard for Warhammer.
Someone saying they just got their daughter the cardboard connectors kit with screws and a knife.
Oh, wow. I didn't know anything about cardboard connectors. Best tracks I've ever made right here. I don't know if you can see them or not. Oh, there we go. Made out of Q-tips. And then the paper's tied on to the Q-tips. Just stunning build. Because I built hydraulics in that John Deere Cat, I knew how to make these hydraulics for this.
Someone says they really like the gold bits. I think they're talking about the gold bits on your Hammerhead.
Yes, and this is going to be kind of a strange build. I started painting the gold on here, but I was painting black and copper up front. And so it looks like I'm going to have to do some dry brush work on this gold.
Got good numbers, Mike. You want to show the lights off a bit?
Yeah, I think my battery's dying. I really do. Because the tail lights are not shining like they should. Yeah, the battery's dying. Yep. Oh, those lights are out. Okay. Now, how do I get to the battery here? Well, I have a battery box right there. Yeah, I got to buy me some rechargeable 9 volts. Okay, so now we're going to put that there. And we're going to take this off here. Oh, it's croaking. Okay, I'm going to have to dispose of that properly. Now, here's the cool thing. I have 2 9 volts. I'm going to have to show you this one first, because then I got to take the 9 volt out of it. All right, you guys. This is the Star Destroyer that the Hammerhead Corvette is crashing into. Now, those lights, this is an old mountain bike tail light that I have here, and it has 3 different settings.
GJ says tongue test the battery, Mike.
I don't have to tongue test the battery. That's ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, tongue test the battery. Go ahead, beat me to it. Double dog dare you.
GJ.
Who was that? That was GJ?
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Now, see? Fiber optics runs this whole thing. I don't have anything but fiber optics in here. And so anyway, switch. 9 volt. Okay. Take that off of there and put the hatch door back. Mock-up.
Like someone says that this man is a savant genius. They wouldn't be surprised if you were in Mensa.
I am not in Mensa. I'm not anywhere near Mensa. I think your IQ has to be like 140 or something. Now, this goes back in here. In the battery box. Come on now, get in there.
Someone says they kit bashing Hawk Pirates for the 40k armor army they're working on.
Oh, that's so cool.
Tell them if they join, they can show us on Discord.
Yes, if you join the Paper Army with a $3 a month membership, you can take and show your pictures on our Discord channel about what you're doing. Kit bashing, I kit bash everything. All right, here you go, you guys. Oh, look at that. The lights work. This is the Hammerhead Corvette. Now, these ear guns, they're turrets, and they're fiber optically lit. And here are the engines. Now, that's a 9-volt that's working. Anyway, I got to get rechargeable 9s. I'm going to have to do that.
Oh, that's bright. Like, that's light speed. That thing is...
Yeah, look at that, you guys. This is a hot engine. Yeah. Anyway, anyone that saw Rogue One, this is the Hammerhead Corvette that crashed the Star Destroyers. And what I'm working on now is I'm working on the shoulder guns. There are also escape pods on this thing. They have got to be lit up. So it's all part of the build process that I'm having to do with this. This cannot be closed in because I got a lot more fiber optics that have to be attached to this. All right, port and starboard lights. Port side, red. Starboard, green. I've got to get those on there too. Okay, so...
How many hours are you into this build?
Hours into this build right now? Let me see. I got my list here. These are parts. All right, I haven't added these chassis parts yet. Or maybe I have. No, I don't think I have. Anyway, I write down my parts and what they go to over here. Keep track of my hours down here. So there's 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 181, 191, 93, 99, 200. I've got 200 hours into it now. And I would expect that I'm going to have about 200 more hours before I'm finished with this.
Mike, Alex says that you must be careful with the rechargeable batteries because the nickel metal hydride are high current capable and have no protection, so short circuits can start fires.
The batteries themselves short circuit and start fires?
Yes, they have no short circuit protection.
Which means what?
You must be careful which rechargeable batteries you buy because nickel metal hydride can start fires.
Sure, I got that part. But how do they start a fire?
They don't have short circuit protection, so if there's any kind of current overcurrent inside the battery or from the battery, they can start fires. They can even overheat the copper wires in your build.
Huh. I did not know that.
And someone says they're really happy that you have a list. They like lists.
Yeah. Every build that I've ever done, well, except the little ones. The micro machines in the first 5 years of building, I never had that. But I have kept track on chipboard ever since, well, a while back. I did that to, well, I don't even know if I can show you. I can show you one. Uh-oh.
Someone says, I can't wait till I get home to show your channel to my kids. We're probably going to binge watch your creations.
Oh, that's fantastic. This was the Warhammer 40K. All right, that was it right there. It was 164 hours build time and 1,570 pieces. Okay, all of these are all different builds. Hunger Games Part 2, A-Wing, the TARS robot, and the I guess that would be the Ranger. I better write that down on here so I don't forget. The Ranger.
Yeah, it's like I said, like the overcurrent can heat up thin copper wires. That's where the issue comes from on the rechargeable.
All right, now I have got everything I've got is copper wired.
It says use an inline fuse. That's actually very, very easy to set up. Like you can put I don't know, I guess maybe a 5 amp, maybe an 8 amp fuse in line with the battery. Incredibly easy to install with what you have already.
Yeah. All the wires are inside. Well, no, the battery.
Yeah, directly onto the battery wire.
Okay.
Yeah. And just on one of them, it doesn't have to be on both because the current's going to flow circular. So as soon as it hits the fuse, it'll take them.
Right. Okay. Well, that's what I'm going to have to do then because I need rechargeables because I use up too many batteries. Oh, this was my daughter's jewelry box right here. That was 407 pieces and 131 hours. Okay.
I'm going to tell Alec to send you a DM on Discord about it.
Oh, yeah, Alex, would you do that? Thank you. Anyway, I'm much better today at keeping better track of parts and hours than I was when I started this. And so now I get a large piece like this, okay? Saltine crackers, chipboard.
Someone says they've never thought about wanting to be a member in a YouTube channel besides today. As soon as they join, they want some card. Don't know what that's about.
Oh, that's very cool.
Oh, okay. They get it. Oh, sorry. As soon as they get their bank card, they'll do it.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, I tell you what, once you get a bronze membership, a bronze, silver, or gold, it's up to you. But once you get a bronze membership, you get shout outs in here. That's a tiny part of it. But you get to go to our Discord channel, and that will allow you to put things up on our Discord of what you're making. And anyway, it also gives you tutorials. And my suggestion is start small with micro machines and learn how to build with these. Once you learn how to build these, then all kinds of other things become possible. Oh, man. And I have got... What?
Pacific says the membership is worth it.
Thank you, Pacific Rim. I have got to check these collars regularly to make sure they don't slip.
Someone says they love your ball. You should brand it. Just let them know it's that marble top. Oh, board. It says board. Oh, sorry. They type board. They're saying they love your beard. You should braid your beard.
It's not big enough to braid, and no thank you. When it gets big enough to braid, I'm gone. I trim this regularly so that it does not get braidable. But thank you very much. Okay, I have got to go look at the Hammerhead pictures. I'm at a point right now where I have to see some stuff.
Pacific says his first micro machine fell apart because he built it hollow and with paper.
Yes, you cannot build them hollow.
Tell Pacific to join in on a weekend session. You can show him
Oh yeah.
about it.
Hey, Pacific Rim. On Sunday, I will be live on Discord at this same time. If you come in then, I can show you some stuff. That's like personal help I can do on Discord. I buy Elmer's glue by the gallon.
Someone says I sound like Darth Vader.
yeah, Grant's got a pretty deep voice.
Mike, I'm your father.
Okay, yeah.
That's not possible. You've been alive for 20 billion years, so.
Yeah, I know, yeah, man. My favorite pet of all times was my saddled pterodactyl. Because I knew aerial warfare was going to be dominant even back in the day.
Jack is in.
Hi, Jack. Welcome back. And that's like, welcome back, Jack. Nice to see you. Glad you made the show.
Alex says you can get lithium rechargeables. They're more expensive, but they've got built-in protection. So
The lithium?
you gotta think,
Oh.
the lithium ones.
Okay, never mind that. I'm going to do lithium.
They are more expensive though.
I might have to save up some money for those. That's okay. Anyway, yeah, so lithium rechargeables have a built-in protection. Well, that's what I got to do.
I was gonna ask you if they've got memory issues.
All rechargeable batteries have memory issues. That's why whenever I have rechargeable batteries, I run them completely down to ground. I use them 100% up.
That actually reduces the memory span.
Well, I know one thing for sure. They last longer and they charge better. I do that with my cordless, all my cordless batteries. And I talked to an old guy. He was using his original Milwaukee rechargeables. And he told me that he's had them for like 20 years and never replaced the batteries. And what he did was he would take his battery out when it quit working in his drill. He would put it in his light and turn the light on because the light draws a different kind of lighter charge. And he would run his batteries completely out of power with his light. Then he would recharge them. And he's been doing that for years and years and years. And
Those are deep cycle batteries. And someone asked, how did the Warthog turn out?
how did the Warthog turn out? Oh, hey, I will show you. Welcome back, by the way. The monster truck Warthog from Halo turned out really, really good. Looks like a real monster truck, matter of fact. Uh-huh.
People love it. Did I tell you there was an hour? I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, that's all right. We got about 45 minutes of the show left, you guys. It is the last show of the week. I do this show Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh, yeah, it's 11. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I start this show. And that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. TGIF, everyone. And I wish everyone a good weekend.
Someone's asking you, someone's saying the turrets look amazing.
Yeah, and yeah.
Ray B is
Hi, Ray B. Nice to see ya. Welcome back. So, you want to build vehicles? If you've got the old toys like I did, I took these tires and wheels and springs off of an old monster truck toy. And ta-da! Now I have a Halo Warthog monster truck. Okay, now.
Do you ever go on TikTok anymore?
Oh no, I quit TikTok 2 years ago. I wouldn't go back to back talk for nothing. That piece of garbage channel. We have a TikTok channel, but I don't go there. We just post videos and send everybody here. Wow, this is turning out extremely cool. I've got a lot of greebles on this. Okay, I need to go check out. So, where's my hammerhead? Ah, there it is. Oh, come on, you. Okay, this is where I'm looking at right now, this piece right here. Okay, so those go to there. That means I need to bring this up to here.
Kylie sent you a clapping seal, Mike.
Oh, I thank you very much. Or. Thank you.
Someone asks, is that Homeworld?
Is that what?
I don't know. Just tell me Star Wars.
Oh, is that Homeworld? Okay. In Star Wars, I suppose, this is a Carillion Corvette from Coruscant, built by Carillion Space Works in Star Wars. So if you're talking about Homeworld, I don't know which one you're from. You know, Luke was from Tatooine. You know, the Emperor, he come from Bias. So, you know, and then there's lost worlds like Osis. Anyway, this is where I'm at right now. Trying to figure this piece out. Looking at a flat picture and trying to make it into a 3D part, that can be challenging at times.
Someone says you should look into the Homeworld ship. You will like the detail, or how detailed the ship is.
That is fantastic, yes, and I understand. But I've already got 10,000 builds to build without looking at the Homeworld ship. All right? This thing is right now going to take 6 months to make. That means in 1 year, I can make 2 things. If I make smaller stuff in between, then maybe I can get 3 or 4 in a year. I don't have time. I need you to learn how to do this so you can make the Homeworld ship. Please do that. I mean, it's cheap. Look at this. It's all recycled paper. Paper's free. I eat the food, I get the building materials. This is cheap. These are, for me, these are less than $1 a bottle because I buy it by the gallon. All right, but if you're going to buy this, Elmer's or PVA, you're looking at $1.50 or $2 for a bottle that'll last you 6 months. It won't last me 6 months. I go through a bottle about every month. But I build more than normal people do. Okay, so that.
They're just saying you don't have to bold it, just have a look. There's some nice details for you.
Well, I thank you very much. I will try to check it out. We need to make a Grant. Maybe you can get a picture of the Homeworld ship and put it on Discord so I can go look at it. Because honestly, you guys, I do not have time to search the internet for nothing. When I'm done here, I get some lunch, I come back up here and I work until 7 or 8 at night. Then I come back tomorrow and do the same thing. I do that all weekend. I don't have time to search the internet for nothing. But thank you. I'll have it looked at. Okay, so that is actually...
Alex just had a look for you. The rechargeable lithium 9-volt batteries cost $9 on eBay.
Oh, that's not bad. How about Amazon? I get most of my stuff out of Amazon.
Probably the same.
Yeah, probably the same. Okay, that's great news. I just got to get a charger and a couple of 9 volts, and I'm set.
Another question about Warhammer, Mike. Have you called?
Warhammer, I built my own tank. Okay, I built this tank from Hot Pockets box. This is my version of a Warhammer tank.
Mike, Natalie's going to take over. It's good.
All right. That's the Paper Army standard right there for Warhammer. And I have not had a chance to play Warhammer yet. I want to really bad. I've got 2 tanks that I can use in my Warhammer arsenal. And but anyway, I would love to do Warhammer. Oh, thank you guys very much. And look at this. You see this? This is recycled paper. That's all I build with. Now, once you get the armor and the paint on, you can't tell. It looks like plastic because I use acrylic paint.
Mike, Apple says you can get a battery that has a USB-C on the battery itself. No need to buy a charger.
What?
Alec says you can get a battery that has USB-C on the battery itself. No need to buy a charger.
Oh, really? Wow. That's cool. Okay. That's what I got to do because I got USB chargers everywhere. Thank you, Nat. Yes, anybody can join Discord if you're a member. If you are not a member, you cannot. It is for members only in the Paper Army. Hey, everybody. If you can, there's a link to help that family out. They lost their mother yesterday. If you could help with just $1, that would be very, very cool. So thank you very much for that help. If you can't help, that's okay. There's a lot of real tough situations in this world right now.
Mike, Alex says I will find new Amazon links and post it on Discord.
All right, Alex, thank you very much. That would be awesome. Okay. Well, these are actually starting to seal up. They will be dry tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. But what I have done here, what I showed you how to build here, this piece is going to be strong enough that even when it's all built, I can actually pick it up by this shoulder gun and it won't fall apart. Okay.
This is the first channel I've seen that doesn't have a bunch of trolling. I would give it to the mods for holding it down, doing a great job. Honestly, what's What's a troll, though?
A troll? I tell you what a troll is. It's something that you hook on a string and throw it after your boat, and you troll around catching fish. Okay. Yep. Wow. That's so cool. I'm going to have to get some new 9 volts. And it won't need a charger. That is spectacular news. Okay.
Pacific Rim says he would know about trolls because he actually works on trawlers.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm like stuck right now. I got not much time in the show left. There's only basically 30 minutes to go. I want everyone to have a good weekend, and I hope that you all come back Monday. I would love to see you. And there will be more done on this because I'll work on this thing all weekend. I'm looking at the picture. The picture I see of this is this angle right here. And I'm trying to figure out what I have to do to fill this in. Because actually it comes up from right here, comes straight up to the chassis this way, but it's like squared off. This part, this angle right here, this is correct. And I used that heavy chipboard box on this, but I do need to put a spacer in here. All right, this is, okay, this is squishy. All right, I can squish it. Well, if I put this piece in there and glue that in, that stops it from being squishy, because it adds the structural strength you need to have this work right, to be strong. And one of the things about what I build things super strong. They might be paper, but they are the toughest paper on the planet. Okay. Now, when that dries, I can actually pick this whole thing up right by that part. James what?
James is in.
James is in. Welcome, James. Okay. Dang, this is coming together nice, you guys. I've got to work on these pieces this weekend, too.
What are those round things in the front of the engine, Mike?
I don't know what that is. That's just a piece of plastic that I Gorilla glued in place because it looks almost exactly like the Hammerhead Corvette that I have a picture of. And so that's what that is. Looks like I got to put a ring on there, though. I do. I'm going to have to make a ring here. Okay, so it's back to the circle template. Okay, that's it right there. Very close. Not quite. That's the inside diameter. ID. I got to have an OD. So that would probably be this. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, so now I've got to create a new piece. Oh, is that going to work? Ha ha! Big pieces into smaller pieces.
James says your beard is looking good.
Oh, thank you very much, James. I've been growing the darn thing since 1977. And I don't use anything on it, you guys. When I shampoo my hair and I Put conditioner in my hair. I put conditioner on my beard. That's it. Nothing special. No expensive formulas. That's it.
30 minutes, Mike.
30 minutes of the show left, you guys, and I gotta go.
What kind of shampoo do you use?
I use whatever shampoo that I can get at the dollar store for cheap. Because
Soap is soap.
all of this garbage that they try to sell you on TV is strictly what it is. Any cheap dollar shampoo works good. All right. And I thought that I was done with this part. That's why it was painted. Well, as it turns out, I am not done. I have got detail work that I have to put on this engine out here.
The guy asking about the shampoo says, "You're so right. Their roommate used mare and tail originally for horses."
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If you believe the ads on TV, go ahead and buy it. I do not. I have had many, many years to find out that the ads on TV are wrong. I have a theory. It's a conspiracy theory, of course, because that's kind of how I work with stuff. But anyway, how many of you have plug-in air fresheners in your car and in your home? I think that because our children are breathing in this Glade mist and all this other kind of Febreze and all that, we're getting childhood cancer is rampant in America. I believe it's because they're breathing poison every day. My mom used to get up in the morning, open all the windows in the house, change the air. She said, you change the air. And after that, she'd close them up, put some more wood on the fire, warm the house back up. My sister and I very rarely got sick. And even today, I don't get sick.
Alex says that they've put the Amazon links in the Show Me channel in Discord.
Okay. Oh, that's great news. Thank you very much. I have got to go there. Now, this part that I'm doing is very delicate. I have to hold this because there's no other way to get it to attach properly. It's too small of a part. And the thing is, once this gets sealed up, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this onto a piece of this right here, which all this is a bag at a grocery store. Okay, it doesn't want to stay together. It's too small of an attachment point. Okay, so this is how I'm going to fix this. I glue this ring. I put it on here. I put it together like that, and I glue it right directly to this piece of paper. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to bond this thing together a lot better. And then when this starts to dry, then it's going to be a lot stronger. All right. Now, I also probably will, once I get this dry enough, I will cut this ring off of here. I will glue this backside. I'll flip it over and I'll put it back on here. Because all I have to do is stab it with my fiskars, and I can cut this inside right out. You can see it keeps popping open. It's one of the things I've learned about building. You have to have proper knowledge with it, with binding agents and with how to make things stronger.
Can't
Since
you use super glue?
never used super glue. In 17 years, I've used super glue 2 times. That's it.
Someone wants to know if you think Keanu Reeves is going to make a good Darth Revan.
A good goth demon?
Darth Revan.
Oh, yes. Keanu Reeves is a stunning actor. Very good at what he does. So, yeah, he'll make a good Darth. And it's a big enough franchise, he might be willing to do that. Okay. See, I have to use my drum sander on this little tiny part because it's uneven. And because you can't cut things out smooth. It's very difficult to do that, especially circles. And so, anyway, much more control with the Fisker scissors. Now the cool thing is, because I'm going to use the drum sander on the inside of this, you do not have to cut this circle out to match what it is you're attaching it to. Because the drum sander will take this paper and eat it up.
James says you're the Jackie Chan of Elvis and paper. Likes the goat.
Thank you very much. That is awesome. Okay. Now we put that on there just like that. See, now what this actually is doing is, do you know how plywood is made? Okay, plywood is lots of little teeny thin layers of wood that is actually peeled and then placed on top of itself, glued and pressed with a hot press. All right, that makes plywood. Well, paper is just wood. So what I am actually doing here is I am creating plywood from paper. Now, I don't need this anymore. I'll just throw it away because I have another piece right here. And once this is dry, I can sand around the outside edge and make it all extremely uniform to make it look like it's factory made. And then when I've got the center cut out and everything is dry, I can go ahead and use my drum sander on the inside of it and go around and around it like that. You saw me doing that earlier today. Anyway.
Someone wants to know, why don't you use a hot iron that will make your drying go a lot faster and you end up with a really nice flat car?
Well, because mostly flat iron's not going to work. That's just, I don't need to do that. Yeah, you're working with flat stuff anyway. It's already paper. And if you're using a lot of glue, too much glue, then yes, you probably should use a flat iron. I do not need that. Very rarely do I have a piece like this that I'm making. I can't even remember the last time I made something like this. So,
Hiya, Papa.
howdy, son or daughter. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. I'm sorry you caught the end of it. There's only like, 20 minutes to go. We're almost through. There. Now, when that's dry, I will be using. What will I be using? Where'd my other pieces go? Uh-oh. Where'd I put those? Oh, there they are. Found them, Coach. All right, now.
Mike, someone says in the nicest way, you remind me of the inventor from the never-ending story.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, that's cool.
People are saying hi.
Hi, everyone. Sorry you caught the end of the show. Anyway, that ring that I just got done making, by putting it into these pieces of wood and then clamping it down, when that dries, it will be absolutely perfectly flat like I ironed it. Okay, got that done. Now that is going to be the piece that goes on here. So now I probably should sand some of this paint off of here. Uh-oh.
GJ says, as a metal fabricator, I see so many familiarities in Mike's builds. Just the bonding process is different. Engineering techniques spread through many different materials.
Yes, GJ. And GJ knows, you guys, I have had many jobs in my life. Mainly because I would get so bored and so good at a job that I would quit and go look for something else to do. Now, I don't advocate anyone doing that because you end up having a lot of tough times in the life because you're out of work or you're trying to learn a new job. But anyway. Okay, so now what I need to do, since that ring is going on top there, doesn't matter if that's out of shape. All right. Okay, I got to get this out of the garbage. Oh, no, I don't. I got paper right here. Oh. Yep, 1/4-inch strip. That's what I need. All right, so what I have to do is I have to build this up so that when I put that ring on here, it has something structurally strong enough to hold on to. All right, this little thin paper right here isn't good for structural strength. But if I take this 1/4-inch piece and I start gluing it onto here and go around and around and around and around, I'm building this up. I'm making it stronger. 15 minutes of the show left, you guys, and I gotta go. Now, I do a Discord show on Sundays at this time, 10 a.m. To noon.
Someone says they love you, Mike.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being part of this Paper Army family all over the world. And so now what I'm doing is I'm holding the beginning of this over here by my thumb, and then I'm pulling this tight. Now what that is doing is that is making that paper contour to this round piece. Then we put some more bonding agent on here, more Elmer's glue. Now I want this Elmer's to be all over this paper nice and even. So I take this dental tool and I make, it's like a paintbrush. I just drag the glue right around. Okay, now I'm going to loop this over here like so. I'm going to get it nice and smoothed out, and I'm going to pull it tight. Okay, what that does is that is making this piece conform to the size of this tube. Nah, do it again. I tell you what, these dental tools come in darn handy. I did not know how good they were until a friend of mine, my sister's friend, Jackie. Anyway, Jackie said, "Do you need any dental tools?" And I go, "I don't know. What's it? I don't know if I could use them or not. Have no idea." And she said, "Okay, my dentist throws them out all the time. I will grab them for you." I went, "Okay." And that was 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago now. And since she gave me these dental tools, oh, wow, they really work fantastic. Now, I think that is all I need to do. I don't think I need to make it any heavier. Well, I can always sand it down. So I'm going to go around one more time. This will be 3 times around.
Just ask them if there's something I'd like to see before you end off.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I've got to go for the weekend. I will be back Monday. If there's anything you would like me to show you, I would love to show it. But you have to name it. You just can't go, "Hey, got a spaceship?" Yeah, I got a spaceship. I'm working on one right now.
Mike, will you move the camera up so they can see the stuff behind you? Maybe they can pick something out. See if that
Ta-da! There's a bunch of stuff back there, too. Okay.
I bet you a lot of people have got their noses run up against the screen now.
Yeah, that's possible. Okay. Now, I rub my finger around on the top of this because I'm pushing all of the paper fiber down into itself. That way, once you get ready to glue this all together and put the ring on the face of this, that it is all going to be symmetrical. And I use Elmer's glue, everybody. There's a reason for it. Number one, it's your cheapest glue for paper. Number two, it has worked good for many years. Let's see, when was this stuff founded? I don't know if it says on here. I know Elmer's glue's been around for years. Dries fast, safe, non-toxic. Yeah, I don't know how long Elmer's glue has been around, but I know I used it when I was a kid.
Did you ever have a brand called Ponel?
No.
In South Africa, we've got a brand called Ponel. It's a rubber-based wood glue.
Yeah. Nope, never had it. And so, okay, that's doing that's work. All righty. So now I'm back to here. And it looks like, okay, straight down from here. All right, so that means I'm going to need another heavier piece of paper around here, another ring.
Just something interesting for you. Elmer's glue started being made in 1947.
Wow. Yeah, Elmer's Glue's been around since 1947. Very good stuff, you guys.
What happened to the Black Pearl?
The Black Pearl was put on Honey Bunny's mantle.
Show a picture.
I have a picture of it. Yes, I do. This is the only way you can get the Black Pearl now is if you have an autographed picture of me and the Black Pearl.
And they can buy that on the website.
And you can buy this on the website. Yeah, paperarmy.net, you guys. Yeah, if you check it out, please go over there. I don't have anything to vote on right now because I've already done the voting, and I have to build. I have to build the Titanic. Oh no, doggone it.
There's a lot of us that feel the same way.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so now I need to add a ring around here. So, okay, let's get some more of this out. Now, I know that ring's got to be twice as big. So, I'll use 1, 2. I'll use 2 of those. I used 1 here. Now, I'm going to use 2 of them down here. It has to be shaped like this. All right. Thank you all for joining the phone show. I will be back Monday, 2 hours earlier for my next show.
Mike, can you just show what it is you're building for the people, someone's asking if you can just show them what it is you're building. Just explain the process.
Okay. What I am working on right now, you guys, is a Hammerhead Corvette from Star Wars. All right. Now, if you go to the movie Rogue One, that's where this Hammerhead came from, is Rogue One. It crashed into a Star Destroyer and pretty much destroyed it. A lot of things happened to get it to that point, but it did. It drove that one Star Destroyer down into another Star Destroyer, which crashed into the shield ring, and Princess Leia got the plans to the Death Star. That's how all of this came about. Uh-oh, that did not go around there far enough. Okay, so I need more. And there. And just a second, you guys, I can't show you stuff while I'm doing something like this. Okay, because this is fairly precise technical work, even though it doesn't look like it. It is. And I can't stop halfway between it to try and do something else. So I got to get this on here. And I got to get it on correct, because if I don't get it on correct, then I have too much work to try and fix the irregularities in the paper. And since I've been building with only paper for the past 17 years, I have learned a bunch of secrets or tricks to making this stuff work right.
A bunch of people are saying goodbye, Mike.
Take care, everyone. Thank you for coming to the phone show. I'll be back Monday. And hopefully you all can join on Monday and visit again with people all over the world, because we truly are the human race at this show. And we're from all over the world.
People are basically begging for you to just show progress on your build.
Okay, hold on a second. I will show you a progress on this build right now. as a lot of you know, you started out watching me work on the head of the Hammerhead. That's good. How I made these turrets work. They're all linked with fiber optics to give it a lot better vision. And you watched me work on this engine section. Months I worked on the engine, well, 2 months, on this engine section. This is the battery box in here. And now what I'm working on, there's twin turrets on each one of these shoulders, plus on the ends. There will be landing lights on the ends. Green for starboard and red for port, I believe, or maybe it's the other way around. I got it written down somewhere. And so this, you see this grill work, this honeycomb? All right, that is out of an old space heater, little tiny one I had under my desk to keep my feet warm. It quit working. This switch came out of it as well. Fiber optic lines going everywhere. Well, they're going here and down there.
Someone says paper power.
Paper power. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that looks kind of good. That's a first. I've never done that before. But anyway, this is what you can do with paper. You can build anything you want. You just have to have practice and timing doing it.
How far ahead do you have to think in your builds with the lights?
With the lights, you got to put them in early. You have to think ahead, yes. All right, it's like these. All right, these are the guns that are going to be on these shoulders. Now, I used glue on these. I used Gorilla Glue so that the fiber optics won't come out. Now, I'll show you something here. Let's see. Get that aimed right at you. This is green. I Sharpie greened the end because these are all going to be green. There's only 2 minutes of the show left, everybody, and I got to go. Thank you all for coming to the phone show. From Kotor? Coder? I don't know where Coder is.
No, they were asking if that was a ship from that.
Oh, no. This ship is from Star Wars, Rogue One, the Hammerhead Corvette. Yeah, Rogue One. Absolutely, gaming. I have a tad bit of talent, Paul. Yes, I do. But I've got 17 years experience. Wow. One wisdom. One wisdom. Absolutely. That's cool. Yeah. Anyway, this is paper art on another level.
Just say when your show is, right?
Yes, this is an Old Republic cruiser. Absolutely. A Carillion Hammerhead. My shows, you guys, I'll be back Monday. I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's a regular work week for me right here on this phone show. I start 2 hours earlier next week, which is 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, Pacific Rim. Take care. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping. Oh, absolutely, yes. If you sub to me, you have to set up all the notifications. Hopefully they will tell you. But I've been doing this for 5 years. Same bat time, same bat channel. I'll be back Monday. All right, you guys, I have got to go. It is time to leave. I'll be back Monday. So, 2 things. Never stop learning. Number 1. Don't. I'm 72 years old and I'm still learning. It's important. That was told to me by an old guy on the flight line back during Vietnam. So, yes, that's it. And number 2, it doesn't matter what you are, does not matter where you are, doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what color you are, and it doesn't matter what religion you are either. We all live on the third rock from the sun. That makes us human beings, everybody. How about if we start being better human beings and stop fighting other human beings so we can go to space and see what's out there? Take care, Paper Army. I'll be back Monday. Have a good weekend.